The new moon on December 30 is a very interesting celestial event. It's called the black moon because it's the second new moon in the month, and it's happening almost at the last day of the year. So there's a huge energetic significance when it comes to this new moon because it is ending many karmic cycles, and many of you can experience it in a way that a lot of closures are happening, a lot of realizations, and these moments of clarity may arise in your life during these days because you may recognize that this year was very different than other years. You've been through a lot, you've been through many breakthroughs, you've been through many shifts in your relationships with other people. And most probably also certain professional relationships have changed a lot, or you've changed the job, or you moved to a new place and you've met so many new people. It's all a sign that certain karmic cycles from the past have ended, and therefore you've met most probably many new people that are a part of a new cycle, a part of a huge renewal in your life, and also a sign that many breakthroughs are coming for you in the year 2025. So a term black moon is used when a second new moon occurs within the same calendar month. And it's a very rare event, so its energy is more potent, stronger. But with this new moon, the energy is not felt as something that would make you feel dreamy or like brain foggy or something like that. It's more practical one. It is encouraging you to manage your life the way that you can cultivate more focus and more discipline, to organize the areas of your life that you would love to experience more breakthroughs. Like, let's say you would like to take care of more financial abundance in the upcoming months. Right now is a time to really study some financial books, maybe to change your habits a little bit, to work a bit harder, to make a plan. How can you work harder with certain whatever endeavors that are making you money? How to make it better, how to put it onto the next level, how to organize your daily routine so you can have more time and more energy for investing into what truly means a lot to you and is also providing you certain financial growth. It's a very grounding and practical energy that is oriented towards making progress in material life. Because, well, it's not separated from energy, and to those of you who are maybe more spiritual, don't forget, my friends, about your physical life. It's not separated. And to those of you who are less spiritual and you are more material and you love this material existence, well, in order to really make the most out of this present time, really notice where your behaviors are not matching your intentions. How many times you say you will do something and then you never do it? And you then get back to yourself, you notice, oh, there's a sense of guilt because I said I will do it, but I never started. So, well, the black moon it's more than just, our regular moon. You've noticed that. New moons traditionally signify new beginnings, but when this energy occurs twice in a month, it emphasizes the themes of release, recalibration, and renewal. This black moon is coming in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, which is a very practical and ambitious sign. And yeah, that makes this energy very, very interesting. It offers a chance to realign ourselves with our goals, our purpose, and leaving behind the, kind of the weights of the past, the whatever garbage you've been still carrying with you, something that you don't need anymore. Like sometimes we hold on to something we've done from the past, but we know that the only way to really change it is to change a behavior, to just, when a similar event will repeat in your life, just try to be better, just try to be wiser, just try to be more present, and you will not need to hold on to what you've done because you can fix it. There's most of things what you've done can be fixed. Maybe not with same people, but with new people. That's why life is constantly introducing you to new connections. But sometimes people from the past come back to you to see how much you've grown, to see if you can treat them more maybe kindly, more compassionately, more truthfully, more honestly, whatever it is. But as I said, many of these old karmic cycles have ended. So yeah, you're ready now for something new. I would love to say to you that your ancestors are very proud of how far you've come. To those of you who resonate with this, it's the truth. To those of you who don't know what it means that you are carrying them in your genes. And every time when you come far in your life, when you are when you've been through many big changes in a single year, it means that your body has been through a lot, and there's a part of you that understands that it was a huge thing for you. It was painful, it was challenging, it was stressful, but you did it. So you've also made quite of an upgrade to your DNA, in a sense, like you're not the same person anymore. Now you know that you are actually stronger than you thought you are. You know that you're more capable than you thought you are. Therefore, you can't go back in the same shoes you've been before because you've experienced so much more. Through challenges and through pain, you've discovered that actually you're not who you think you are. You don't even know what else is really in your excess. And that's why this new moon feels so different than previous ones, because there's so many realizations that are like popping up into our minds and hearts that are really reminding us that we should be proud of ourselves. We should be grateful that mysteriously life led us to where we are right now, to all new connections that happened, and to all new realizations and moments of wisdom that just reminded us that, we are strong, we are wise, we can adapt, and we can learn almost anything, especially things that are interesting to us. It is a part of the plan, it is a part of the purpose. Even though if you have no idea what your life's purpose could be, it doesn't matter, stop stressing so much about it, but see what kind of people are surrounding you and see what you're interested in, because it's deeply related to your life's purpose. You see, before I was doing YouTube videos, I had a friend that was a YouTuber for a long time, and I was the most inspired by him. Like, more than anything, I was inspired by him, and that's how I've noticed that maybe one day I will be doing something like that as well. When I've started doing art, I've started, meeting so many new artists that have been quite successful at doing art. And that's how I knew that, art is something related to my purpose. And then later in my life, I've started meeting many psychologists and many scientists and many people who are very deeply interested into, let's say, behavioral progress, in philosophical understanding of the nature of life and reality and, alchemy, biology, all of this. And I've noticed, I'm interested into these things as well, and therefore I want to grow in these areas. So I've started noticing that sometimes life put us into the fields of people who are already good at where we want to become good at. And therefore you can notice this kind of reflection in your life if you're surrounded with people that are already where you want to be, well, it is related to your purpose as well. And with this new moon right now, you may also notice that many new people came into your life for this specific reason, maybe to show to you what else is possible if you keep up with your work and if you keep doing what you're doing. But also you're noticing that many people are kind of falling out of your life right now. It's because the lesson is learned. What you needed to learn from them, you've learned from them, and you can let them go. The thing is that more you grow, more you evolve, more you're learning about whatever is interesting to you, more you become less interesting to them. Why? Well, because most people don't want you to grow. Most people don't want you to change. And therefore, when you start changing, they start to feel threatened, like, oh, I will lose him, I will lose her. And yes, it creates tension, and you don't want to be around people who are in tension because you are actually doing something you love to do. So the natural process happens that you separate yourself from them, or they separate from you. And it usually happens very organically, like you don't find time anymore, you are maybe in contact and you both want to kind of hang up, but there is just no time, and things start complicating until one day you recognize that you don't even think about them anymore. It's a natural process. You meet new people who are more aligned with you, with your new goals, your new visions, and that's something that may be happening to many of you right now. At least I can say it happened to me, especially in December. I've started meeting so many new people that are in completely new fields. And many of these people encouraged me about things I was insecure. And many of these people really brought to me certain glimpses of wisdom or of encouragement that helped me to see that what I feel intuitively is really right, and I need to keep up doing these specific things in my life. So I've noticed that December for me was truly I would actually start a new year already in December. Like a whole new experiences started happening to me, many new people, many new realizations, so much of new motivation is coming to me, and I'm feeling more driven than ever to do what I'm doing. So yes, how this new moon's energy will affect you. You may sense heightened awareness. You might feel a strong urge to reflect on the lessons of the past year. You may feel incredible emotional release, which means that old patterns, fears, or limitations may surface, urging to let go of anything holding you back. So you may feel a bit more emotional right now, but just focus on certain practices that help you, like meditation or journaling, and make sure that you have a good plan for the things you truly love to do, because more you focus on doing something new, less you will be indulged in the energy of the past. And the third thing is that you may have a great focus on certain goals. Like you may feel more motivated right now than ever before. It's Capricorn's energy. It directs your attention to career, to discipline, to structuring your life, the way that you can feel stronger, the way that you can feel more organized, and the way that you can actually make progress. So you may feel a need to break down the certain steps so you can make progress with, whatever thing, whatever career, whatever job, whatever passion project, whatever it is. You will feel more inspired to do it. But also grounded manifestation. So unlike most other new moons, this one is different, and it urges you to create practical plans, practical action towards your goals, and that's how you manifest new things. So firstly, you visualize it, you write it down, you think about what could you do about it. But right now you may feel very deeply drawn to books about building habits, to books about time management and mind management and goal management and things like that, because it will help you to manifest it. If it is happening to you, go deep into it, study it and practice it. And Another way how this energy may influence you right now is a lot of what we may call spiritual clarity. For those tuned into the spiritual aspect, this moon offers a chance to deepen your connection with your purpose, something I've mentioned before. So I also want to give you 5 things to focus on. The first one is release and reflect right now. Well, it's the end of the year, and something I've shared on my Instagram a few days ago was 10 wisdom keys from this year. You can go on AttractPassion Art Instagram page and check the video. I reflect every single year. At the end of the year, I reflect what I've learned this year, and I call this realizations wisdom keys, because it taught me so much about this year, about myself, about how I see the world, how I make sense of it, and what kind of mistakes I can avoid next time, where I can become less impulsive and more patient. Things like that, very powerful to me. So it's time for release and reflect. Before you build the future, clear the slate, right? Use the final days of the year to let go of emotional baggage, regrets, or habits that no longer align with your goals. Maybe journaling can help you. It helps me a lot. And ask yourself, what did I learn in 2024? What did I learn? What am I ready to leave behind? What are you ready to leave behind, my friend? Louis Smith said, you can't reach for anything new if your hands are full of yesterday's clutter. Yeah, powerful, powerful. The second thing to focus on is to set practical intentions. Set practical intentions. It's not a time for dreaming right now. It's time for details. It's time for actionable plans. So write down very specific goals for 2025 and maybe map out the steps to achieve them. Because many of us may be influenced right now to focus on consistency and effort over quick results. Don't be discouraged if you feel other people are succeeding faster than you. It just means that your journey is very different and your success will be so much more maybe long-term than those other people, or they just have started sooner than you. We all have a different path, and I've noticed in my life that I truly can't compare myself with anybody else because I am a complex human being, same as you are, and therefore your path will be completely unique. Your goals and your reality will be completely unique to you. So rather than, comparing yourself with someone else, actually notice how your ideal life would be like and see what will take you there. Of course, you will not know all the details, but do what you know. And as you start doing more of what you know, the unknown will be revealed to you. Jim Rohn said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And to me, discipline is just, consistently keep doing what I say to myself that I need to do. And eventually I create a momentum, and when momentum happens, it is a beginning of flow. And then you just start flowing with it, and you don't allow yourself to stop until you make some results. So you see what works and what doesn't work, and then you filter the knowledge, useful from unuseful, and you start to feel lighter with the things that actually matter to you. The third thing to focus on is to create or strengthen foundation. This year was actually all about building a foundation on certain type of authenticity and truth, something that you know that you are, and you've been letting go a lot of stories and identity that was not yours, that was maybe projected onto you, beliefs that you were holding on, and you've noticed that they are false. They've been just projected onto you. So yeah, Capricorn governs structure, responsibility, and stability. So look at the pillars of your life, like your health, maybe relationships, finances, career. What needs some strength? what needs some practicality, or what needs some clarity, and study it. Study it. See, if you set an intention, I need to learn more about this. See what books will find you, what people will find you, what information will find you. Or write in the comment section, and if there will be enough comments about that specific topic, I will make a video about it. So yeah, open up and share your mind with the world. So choose maybe one area of life to organize or systemize it before January begins. For example, create maybe a budget list, or start a new morning routine, or just declutter your workspace, and you will feel more organized, and suddenly you will notice, well, I can do so much more. Then the fourth thing to focus on is to harness patience and persistence. These are two very important forces that I've been talking before about. This time is reminding you that meaningful progress takes time. That's why you shouldn't compare yourself with anyone. As you set intentions, commit to, steady and progressive growth. You recognize that transformation is really not some quick fix or something like, do this and you will transform yourself, or do this for 3 days and you will manifest everything, or sometimes people say things like that. But you recognize that actually real change, real transformation it's a lifestyle. It's when you just declutter yourself from the nonsense and unuseful stuff and habits that are decreasing you, and you recognize what stays is what makes you grow. What stays is good habits that make you feel stronger, healthier, more mindful maybe, and more focused. So it's really not a quick fix, it's a lifestyle. And my message for you is always to adapt your lifestyle to the version of yourself you want to become. And then your lifestyle will make it happen, right? It's how you choose to live, and you have a choice. And if your life is made out of tiny little choices you make on moment-by-moment basis, well, it's in your power to change. Simple as that, my friend. The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. Be patient, my friend. Be patient. And the last thing I want to remind you to reconnect with your inner authority. Inner authority. I told you in the previous video, it's not about having an external guide right now, because so many different people will say to you so many different things, and then you will feel confused. But you have inner authority. It's not that you shouldn't listen to them, but don't take everything you hear as the truth, because it's not. Only you have your own truth. And that is your inner authority. So this time invites you to step into your real power, to reflect on where you may have given too much energy to others' expectations or external validations. This energy helps you reclaim your power and take responsibility for your path, right? You can ask yourself, where can I take more ownership of my choices? Or how can I lead my own life with integrity and authenticity? This may be sometimes a bit hard for some of us, especially if you've been, all your life looking outside for validation, for approval. But start evolving in this direction, because you will be grateful. You will be grateful because you will know that, well, no one really knows what's best for you. And if you listen too much to other people, you may lose yourself in their voices. And when you lose yourself in their voices, you don't even know what's your voice, what your voice wants you to do. And you will never experience the full wholeness and happiness because you don't even know what you want, right? So the whole point in any evolutionary journey is that we get more in touch with our own voice. It's not about like doing what you want, but it's about in tuning with the voice that tell you what's the most right for you. Not what you want, but what's the most right for you, which is a huge difference, because some people would say, yeah, I just want to party all day long and then sleep half of the day. But when you ask yourself what's the most right for me, you will recognize, well, I need to work out, I need to eat healthy, I need to study something that will actually make my finances better and that will teach me some of the relationships intelligence so I can actually communicate with others, because, well, you will not get yourself to where you want to be alone, and therefore you need to know how to communicate with others, how to build relationships and things like that. And that's something that may, come from within, that it's the most right thing to do. Sometimes you recognize you have anxiety just because you don't know how to communicate. Sometimes you feel you have anxiety just because you're not used to something new. So sometimes people think anxiety is a sign I shouldn't do it, but actually anxiety is a sign you haven't built that muscle yet. And, well, confidence most of the time comes out of willing to be without it until you become confident at doing it because you make some results with it, something we've been talking yesterday about, right? So don't be so afraid of these emotional reactions that your body goes through. It's a sign of change. And every time you feel discomfortable about something that you know that is right for you, it's just because your body is protecting you from changing because it got so used to the comfort zone. And when you start making a change, it will always feel discomfortable, whatever you start. So don't be afraid of that. Make breaking down steps on how can you actually move through this kind of discomfort. But no, it's a whole new cycle for you. And the way you will start it, it's how it will go. So start it with courage, start it with patience, and start it with these keys of wisdom you've learned from this year. As Plato said, courage is knowing what not to be afraid of. And for the year 2025, the key realization is knowing what not to be afraid of, right? What not to be held back on anymore. Because you know better. You know better, my friend. So I hope you found a great value in today's message. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Let me know what resonates the most with you from this video in the comment section, and I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. To anyone who would like to support my art, you can find it on AttractPassion.com. You can find prints of my art, some of the original paintings, some other products, some inspirational posters. Check it out. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. Thank you so much, and till next time, one love.